I've just been reading a bunch of sinners' confessions underneath a YouTube video about praying and fasting. Cathartic, huh? I know that's what you're thinking. And you're not wrong. Reading through other people listing their sins and begging for forgiveness and saying, I'm so weak, I wish I could not do this, but I just keep doing it. And getting really annoyed at themselves and crying and fawning and doing all this stuff. It just made me think, well, it made me think two things, right? The first thing it made me think was, you lot are so weak, why don't you do this, XYZ, which is what I'm going to get to later, you know, how to get past these things. But the second thing it made me think is, hang on a minute, I've beaten so many difficult problems, addictions, habits. I need to find some more stuff to quit, you know, because everyone who quits, like I used to be a drug addict, I quit that. I used to be a heavy smoker, I quit that. I used to watch a lot of porn, I quit that. I used to waste so much time on computer games, now I've minimalised it. And the time I spend, I make it useful by making review videos. So in my head it's like, cool, I've solved all my sin problems, I am free of sin. No, you're fucking not. Daily, what are you talking about? So that's the first thing. No matter how good you think you are, how many sins and bad practices or habits or addictions you've got past, you ain't fucking nothing, son. That's what you've got to think. That's what I'm thinking to myself. So it's like, okay, I beat drugs, I beat smoking, I beat porn, I beat computer games, I beat time wasting. I made the stuff that I do waste time on useful and productive, and I put something back to the community for free, voluntarily. I don't ask for nothing, money, sponsorships, likes, nothing. Don't ask for a thing, I just do it. Great. What do you want, a medal? So that's the first thing I've got to stop doing, is kissing my own backside for doing well. It's like, okay, you're not crap anymore, Daily. You've hit average. Keep trying, and in like 50 years, you might be above average. That is how you should think. Not because you're prostrating, you're not beating yourself with a branch here. The reason you think that is A, so you don't stop making the effort required to keep on improving, and B, so you don't start looking down and thinking, I'm so much better than you assholes. Never do that. Never do that. So point A of this video, of watching all those people repeatedly cry over their sins and how they're too weak to do anything about it. The first thing to remember is, no matter how good you are, how lofty your goals are that you've already hit, no matter how many addictions you've quit and how brilliant you think you are, just remember, you're an ant in a sea of ants crawling over a dung pile. And the reason you have to think that is so you don't stop trying. Because you can never ever try hard enough. You can never ever do enough. And whatever you do, even if it's the best thing ever, it's not good enough. Tomorrow you need to do it again. The next day you need to do it again. You need to keep improving every single day. Otherwise, you start going downwards. And as soon as you hit that point where you're heading downwards, you failed. As a Christian, as a moral person, as a good human being. Point A, never stop trying. Point B, never admit your defeat. Never ever say to yourself, well, I can't do this, I'm too weak, I can't beat porn, I can't beat smoking, I can't beat drugs or alcohol or adultery or whatever it is. Never think you can't do it. Get organised. Make a plan. Don't just hope for the best. Hope's fantastic. I love hope. Everyone should have hope. But hope is not a strategy. Never just rely on hope to solve your problems. It won't. Hope is to give you time to solve your problems, but you need to use that time for yourself. So, point B, this is what I was getting to, right? This is how I solved all of my problems, no matter how small, big, tough, or easy. Take a comparable problem, which is hard for other people to do, but you think you can manage, and absolutely trawl the hell out of that problem and do it for as long as you can, as well as you can, as perfectly as you can. Fucking nail that problem to the ground, absolutely smash the hell out of that problem, beat it down, smash it until it's absolutely gone, and then smash it some more, and then after that, look at yourself in the mirror, eye to eye, and say, right, you can do that. Millions of other people have tried and failed, they couldn't even manage that for a day. You've done it for 47 days, and you could do 48, 49, 50, you could do it forever. You've strengthened yourself, your spirit, your soul, you've made it there. Now, level up. Apply that to the thing that you thought you couldn't do yesterday or 47 days ago. Do it now. God will be behind you. Christ will be behind you. You can do it. That is how to beat your problems. So my problem is arrogance. Clearly. Think I'm great. And weirdly enough, the thing I did for 47 days, you won't even believe this when I tell you, but you can ask my family and friends who thought it was really weird and pressured me to stop the entire way along. Didn't support me at all until I'd stopped. I did 47 days complete religious silence, not a peep. Not a peep, not a whistle, not a burp, and nothing. My whole body made zero noise in 47 days and nights. And like I said, I could have carried it on. It was really tough in the first few weeks. By the end of week 3, I didn't want to talk. I just wanted to listen. And you know what I found the effect was? My arrogance went down because I wasn't flooding my mind with these weird judgmental thoughts about other people, comparisons for my behaviour to other people. I wasn't thinking of responses to stuff I heard on the telly. I wasn't earwigging on people's conversations. I didn't care. I spent 47 days in complete silence and all I thought about was God. And you know what? It was the best thing I ever did. So that's the end of this video. Point A, don't give up and think I'm too weak for this problem. Get a comparable problem that is not so difficult for you, but other people might find really difficult, to build your confidence and prove yourself to yourself. Do that for as long as you can. Once you've built your confidence, swallow that one down, move on to the thing that you thought was hard, and fucking destroy that problem the same as you just did the last one, and you will beat it. I'm telling you. 100%, I can guarantee you, testimony of mine is proof. 47 solid days and nights of silence from me. This wasn't even that long ago. This was Lent, like 2-3 years ago. Something like that. And I just moved here. So all my neighbours were looking at me going, why aren't you talking? I couldn't say anything to them. I could just nod. And they were thinking, this guy's obviously simple. He's got problems. I couldn't say anything. After 2 weeks of watching them think he's a weird simpleton and not being able to say anything, I didn't care. And 50% of my brain came back to me because I didn't care. And it was good that I didn't care because I didn't care that I didn't care. So you know what happened? My mind, my heart, my soul was completely purified of all that contamination bullshit. Thoughts that come into your head and contaminate you from other people's judgments, your judgments on other people, your pre-thoughts of judgments on yourself for other people's judgments on you. It all reflects in and it just fills up your mind and it contaminates you. It really does. So I'm not saying you need to do 47 days of silence. I don't reckon many people could, but like I say, pick on an easier target first that other people think is tough. So don't think, oh, I'll never be able to quit smoking, it's too hard. Think, okay, I'll give up biting my nails just for 2 days. Then when you get to 2 days, make it 3 days. If you get to 3 days, make it 4 days, 5 days, a week, make it a month. Before you know it, you've quit biting your nails and you're feeling strong. And you can think, right, biting nails, easy, done, smoking next. Then after you've done a day, 2 days, 4 days, 8 days, a month, a year, you can say, right, I smoked biting my nails, I chewed up smoking, I'm feeling good. God, what can I do next? What can I do for you that's going to help me and you and the world and prove to me that I can do things? That is the point of prayer, fasting, religious silence, all this stuff. You're not just doing it to beat yourself with a stick. It's not a demonstration to others of how much pain you can inflict upon yourself. No. It's a demonstration to yourself how much pain you can suffer in silence and get stronger for surviving it. That is the point, and that's why we should all do prayer, fasting, religious silence, the whole caboodle, all of it, all the time, to prove to ourselves that we are better than we think we are. And goddamn, we will. So that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. And the award for the first ever YouTube video about Christianity and wanking goes to Daily Corvid. Well done, you. Alright, I better go. Bye.